And we're live. Hello and welcome everyone to another stream of me building this, the Venator, the UCS Venator that I've been building in 6 streams already. Any of my previous streams are on my channel. There's a playlist if you want to check that out. But the progress so far has seen me do the following. As you can see, the bridge section is done, the engine section is done at the back, the entire bottom is done. I'm wondering if I'm able to showcase that same as last time. Maybe by the stands. Okay. Yeah, there you go. So the bottom panels are done. Also, the sides are done. So I can already see in the instruction manual that this is going to focus on the top panels all over here. That's pretty much all that I need to do, but I still think I'm gonna need 2 more streams to complete this. Now, this is in my way, so I'm gonna put this on the ground and then I'm gonna start with the next panel, which is actually gonna include 3 bags. So that's gonna probably take me a while to put all of that together. So, anyway, bags 36, 37, and 38. There we go. And in addition to me building, I'm going to have to entertain myself if there are no comments. Of course, if there are comments, I'll address them. But next week, we have the release of a movie called Wicked for Good. I personally really enjoyed the first Wicked. I enjoyed it so much that I want to watch a sing-along version, actually. I just found it. I was just thinking, you know what, I'm going to put on Wicked. And then I found a sing-along version. So, yeah, I'm going to sing. As long as, people aren't watching my stream and not commenting. So, if you are watching, let me know in the chat that you're watching. Give me a like, please. Helps the channel. Also, I will say, I saw a bit of an increase in some subscribers over the past week or so. So thank you for that if you subscribe to my channel. That's nice. That helps me out. And that's cool. Anyway. Wicked. So, yeah. Let's see how terribly I can sing. Yes, I don't know this person particularly well. There are four songs I know quite well in this movie. This is not one of them. Yeah, Linda. Right. Sorry, I just woke up from the nap. My vocal cords are not too tight just yet. I don't know the song. So, why does wickedness happen? That is a good question. That's not her father, though. No. Well, yeah, she's kind of cheating on you. That's actually like really fun. The fact that they just said in the Wizard of Oz, okay, the parents of the Wicked Witch were just shitty, and that's the reason that she's shitty. Which is not entirely true. So, yeah, very much sounds like the Wizard. Because it sounds like Jeff Goldblum. Because Jeff Goldblum is just Jeff Goldblum in this movie. It's just hilarious. He's become a caricature of himself. You're not the father. That's what it means, dude. Great. That's so funny. Both of them taking a sip of the alcohol. Yeah, apologies for the sounds I'm making. I just woke up from the nap and I'm like, my body hasn't entirely recovered from, first of all, napping and then waking up from the nap. I think the title isn't enough yet. If you Oh, come on. You Could, could very well have been more than just a friend. Let's just call it. Let's just keep it that, huh? And now you're engaged. Or married, even. I'm not entirely sure, but either way. Oh, that's a song? Okay. I suppose any kind of singing will like, be listed as a song. Like, the first song that I'm actually going to try to sing along is "You and I." That's the one that I actually kind of. All right, this is no shit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's. I am. I've always been green. Oh, you, you're, you're not magic, Linda, and you won't be magic, apparently. I will say I've not seen the musical, so I don't know the result of Wicked Part 2. Very. Couldn't. I do find it funny, by the way, how in this movie they say words in like a whimsical way. Like instead of confusing, they say confusifying, that kind of stuff. But then they still correct grammar like this. It's weird. So if you don't see color, why is green an issue? No, you won't. I'll be right here. Kind of accidentally, but. I didn't get in my way. They literally just lift it up. Oh, this we're calling singing? Jeez. I will say, not the biggest fan of Michelle Yeoh singing. I don't think she is particularly well cast in the role of Morgul. I think they were very much just riding the high of her being like in movies. Like, I get it. She wins Best Actress at the Oscars. Of course, she's gonna be in everything. But yeah, not the biggest fan of her in the role of Madame Marvel. It really just happened. I've actually understood the great work delayed was alright. Tell me that help me meet the wizard. I'll make good. Meet the wizard. Once I prove my worth. Wizard, weird for since birth. Caroline, that's how we'll begin the wizard and now. I don't know this song too well. Like, I actually would need to look at the lyrics, but I'm also going. I'm not gonna. Fine. What is this feeling? Is the one that I can sing along with. That I know by heart. I could even sing that without the lyrics, without anything. Limited, my future is unlimited. You're correct about that, Elsa. No, not in the way you want it to. I just don't know why she ran out to like flip it. Sure, significance of that because I always found it a bit of a weird choice. Might just be me. Uh-uh. Hello. Music here is popular, which is funny that they made a bit of a score for that way before that song actually plays. Also, popular is my favorite song of this movie. It's not Defying Gravity. But you know, I enjoy it. Okay, she literally sang that. That you could have classified, even though it's not an official song. You could have classified that as sing along part. But no, we need to have more bold. speaking lines. Anywho, no deal. Yes. Yeah. Yep. So much for that. Enjoy the air. Your popsicle. My dear father. And here your guesses, because this is a letter, beloved. There's been some confusion over running images, but of course I'll care for this, but of course I'll rise above it, for I know that's how you want me to respond. Yes. There's been some confusion for you see my roommate is unusually and exceedingly peculiar and altogether quite impossible to describe. Blonde. What is this feeling so sudden and new? I thought the moment I laid eyes on you. My pulse is rushing, my head is reeling. Yeah, well, my face is flushing. What is it feeling? Buried as a flame. Does it have a name? Loathing, unadulterated loathing for your face, your voice, your clothing. Let's just say I love it all. Every little trim, how I was small makes me really fresh. Begin to calm with simple loading. There's a strange exhilaration in such total distinction. It's a pure frustration. Though it came fast, still letting go that it comes. And I'll be loading, loading you, my walk in the window, you look just too good. I think it's stand it, I don't think I could. She's a terror, we don't need to show our face, but the window you're a murder. These things are the things you come. Oh, darling, the voice to resound. I saw you once, so this is again. We just want to tell you we're all on your side. We share your feelings so sad and new. At the moment, I lay out on you. My pulse is rushing, my heart is reeling. Oh, what is this feeling? Does it have a name? Yes, loading. It's a strange acceleration. It's a strange addiction. It's a pure frustration. No idea what it came on fast. Still I don't believe that it can last. And now we're loading for ever loading. My whole life long. Such a good song. Also, I will say about the songs in this movie, like I said that Popular is my favorite song over Defying Gravity. I think that Defying Gravity would probably be my favorite if it wasn't split up in like 20 minutes. Every single time that song somewhat gets going, they cut it off and they have things happening. And I'm honestly very annoyed by the execution in the movie. Actually, the song just now, "What Is This Feeling," is one of the most uninterrupted songs of the entire movie, which is like, thank you for that. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, someone, I'm sure. Oh. She's nice. No, jeez. Okay, now you see. Yes, if you don't. Okay. Oh, don't do that. Hmm. And as per usual, I've got a board and I don't know where it should go. It has to be on top somewhere. Oh, there! Wow, did I completely mess up on the final step of... Oh, I did. Okay, that is 100% my bad. Alright, anyway, that finishes this panel. There you go. Now let's place it. Alright, there we go. That looks pretty good. Huh? Alright, so Next 3 bags. Oops. Big joke is showing, gentlemen. Let me look at the foliage. Anyway, before I continue, if you're watching the stream, hello, welcome. If you feel like, talking in the chat, you can do that. Believe me, I don't bite. You can ask me anything if you want. Please like the stream. It helps. Please subscribe to the channel. It helps. Also, after this right here, I'm going over to a friend of mine's YouTube channel, and I quote, to do a watch along of the movie Creed, because it turns 10 this year. God, I'm old. The fact that I saw that in the theater is kind of crazy, because I remember seeing it in the theater. It's like, that was 10 years ago. But yeah, that will be in roughly 2 hours time over on End I Quote. So there's a link in the description actually to another watch along that was on. I think that was Sicario. But yeah, if you follow that link, you'll be able to find the channel. Anyway, let's continue with the next panel, which seems to be a little bit different compared to the other one that I made, even though, it's symmetrically the same one on this side, on the other side. And we'll hear often. Can I stop making sounds already? Are you a recently arrived student? Hey, Andrew. How are you doing? Library, Glenda. Oh, this is it's one of my favorite jokes in this entire medium rare. What the hell is that? Off by he's being nice to you. Accept it. Oh, awesome. Okay, here we go. I don't know the song too well, but I'll give it a try. I always try to teach the wrong lesson. That's a good quote, but nothing matters. I really like the mechanics of the library. There's a lot of good choreography going on. Yeah, boy. Okay, well, very well. Oh shit! I was completely off. That is Oh, almost. Go for Nessa Rose. I do anything for you. Deserve each other. The perfect, so we're perfect together. Me feel what is I'm about to have something to do for her. We deserve each other. Never. I do. Like literally last piece of this. Where are you? 7 hours. Is it so saying that? Oh shit. Okay. It's one of those annoying moments when building Legos when you need to make sure that nothing is on top of one another because you're missing. Oh, it's infuriating. I really do the best job I can, but separate everything, and then still it happens. And then there's always the possibility that it's still in the damn bag. Ah. There you are. Got it. The choreography in this movie is insane. Also, the sets are insane. And the thing is, like, as much as I'm annoyed that Dune 2 didn't win the Oscar, I'm glad this movie won the Oscar because the the costume design, the choreography is insane. It's so good. No, that's not it. Deserve each other. Let's dance. Oh, no dancing for that? Oh, it was. I still don't know. Again, like, it's annoying when the song breaks up because the movie happens. Because I'm used to like singing a song continuously, and not having that many breaks in it, having to wait for the next line to appear. No, but you gotta, indulge her anyway. Give her all her little gadgets to make it appear that she has what it takes. But she doesn't. Now this scene, if you cry, it's okay. Okay, this one. Feels like this is also some of the best acting you're going to see in this movie from both Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. It doesn't show it. But she does care inside. Well, the hat is. No. Only because that is what we can do. And here's wasting everything of changing. Alright, let's get to popular. Let's get to the best song of the movie, in my opinion. The funeral Scott? That was funny. Okay, Piera and I getting married. Are you though? I'm very curious about that. Oh, hi, Greg. The green bottle. No. That's not different. No, he doesn't have a good reason. Alright, just pausing it. Yeah, next week is Vegas. Actually, it's going to be it's going to be a triple header, which I don't understand why they're doing a triple header. It's just like there are some times that I just don't understand the Formula One calendar. Like, I understand that you want to do Qatar and Abu Dhabi back to back because it's close, but then you have Vegas, which is on the west side of America, and you need to go to the Middle East in a week, in less than a week actually, because okay, to be fair, like Vegas ends on Saturday evening over there, and then to be fair, media duty starts on Thursday. Free practice is on Friday. Now, for free practice, a lot of drivers won't participate. But still, why do they insist on doing these weird ass triple headers? It's for our entertainment, right? Oh. I am very curious about Vegas because McLaren has been terrible at Vegas in the past 2 years, because in both occasions when they went to Vegas, McLaren had a good car, good enough to win races, be on the podium, and then for some bloody reason when we got to Vegas, McLaren was terrible, just absolutely nowhere. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. My favorite track is like there are several parts to that question, to that answer, I feel, because it's a different thing driving it on the sim like the game, because I have a steering wheel which I haven't used in forever, but I have a steering wheel for my computer so I can sim race on my. And then my favorite track is Spa. However, Spa unfortunately has not been the best race in recent years. So in terms of what is the best race, like my favorite track to watch races would probably be Silverstone. Like Silverstone just puts up good races most of the time. Also because there very often is a threat of rain. Alright, go check your mail. I'm gonna sing Popular. At least we're almost there. Song is about to start. And she was born different. Ooh. Let's be fair, the only reason that you're green is because your mom went with the wizard and not your actual dad. Or, well, actually, that is the actual dad. That was the Milkflower's fault. It's morning. No, it's tomorrow. It's a funny way of saying that. Then again, that's good enough for you. May I call you out? Why that? Galinda. Whoa. Alfie. Now that we're friends, I've decided to make you my new project. I really don't have to do that. I know. That's what makes me so nice. Whenever I see someone less fortunate than I, let's face it, right? Who is it? Less fortunate than my tender heart tends to start to bleed. Lover, I simply have to. Exactly. Oh wait. Let's put that back on you. Let's return this case. I had to face. Don't worry, I'm determined to succeed. You will be. Popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper poise from time to time. The way to find still. I'll show you I'll fix you in. You're really cute. You're back. I'm singing. With the right condition, because what's smartest thing you've got to know. So let's look, cause you found off your way. Be offended by my frank analysis. Think about us personal evidence. To become a passive servant. There's nobody over when it comes to know about popular. And with an assist for me to be who you be. Well, there's nothing that can stop you from becoming popular. Or, yeah, I mean, that's the best part in this movie. And it's Ariana Grande's performance. You mustn't think that way. I see pictures with unprepossessing features. I remember and still great, especially great communicators. If they have way too much to make me laugh, but they it's all about you. Attitude, it's weird, it's very sweet to be very popular, like me. Oh, it's gone. Hostels. That's a choice. You're tearing me up. You're tearing me apart, Lego. Is that what you wanted? So why is Lego tearing you apart? What do you split between? Well, down. Yeah, not gonna work. Why at the throat? It's pretty. Oh, this goes well with green. Yeah. Yeah, in regards to room, I'm gonna make some drastic I need to make some drastic changes to my apartment because the thing is, um, my ex girlfriend is about to move out because of when we broke up, she didn't have any place to go, so I was nice enough to let her stay, but now she's found her own place and she's gonna move in there in 2 weeks' time. So then in 2 weeks' time, she's gonna be gone, and I get to redesign my entire apartment. And I also don't have to take her taste into account because up until now, I needed to make sure that I didn't put too much Legos in the living room. But if she's moving out, I can just do that. So I'm probably gonna I'm actually going to IKEA tomorrow to look at shelving units, see what they have, because I'm essentially going to just fill my entire living room with shelving units so that I can place as many Legos as I possibly can own, so that I can get the Enterprise and get all the sets that I want. Because yeah, currently both Hogwarts and my UCS AT-AT, wrong here. But the UCS AT-AT are in a closet I have here, which has doors. And the only reason I was able to put them here is because I made space in the closet. In addition, the closet also has, my tools, carry on, couple of posters and gift wrap. So it's like just a bit of an everything closet. So that's the thing. As of right now, I can't display Hogwarts and the AT-AT. Also, I can't fully display my Jedi Mock with Star Destroyer. By the time that she has moved out in 2 weeks and I actually get to, put on a bunch of display things, I'm going to be able to display so much more in the living room. So, will that probably clutter the living room a lot? Yes. Do I care? No. But yeah, I do want to make sure that I have enough room to get all the sets because, well, they announced the Enterprise, and I have to get that one. Not because I actually think it's necessarily all that pretty. It's just I'm a Star Trek fan as well, and I want the Enterprise. And I've always said, whenever LEGO is going to release any kind of Star Trek product, I will get it because I know that the very first one will determine if they're going to make more. And for all the Star Trek fans out there, I want them to have the same joy as we Star Wars fans have been experiencing for years. Because Star Wars has released LEGO sets for 26 years as of this year. And this is only the first time that Star Trek is getting to do the same. So, like, I personally am not the biggest fan of the Enterprise D. It's probably my least favorite version of the Enterprise that we see in the entire show, in all of the shows. I would have very much preferred the Enterprise E. Yeah, Deep Space Nine would be cool as well. Or Voyager. That's the thing. I prefer the design of Voyager compared to the Enterprise D. I prefer the Enterprise E compared to the Enterprise D. I prefer the original Enterprise to the Enterprise D. Now, in all fairness, I will say I don't exactly remember the Enterprise B or C, because the Enterprise B we see only in the opening scene of Star Trek Generations, and the Enterprise C we see in one episode of The Next Generation called Yesterday's Enterprise, which is actually one of the better ones. Other than that, we don't really see those, so I don't exactly remember the look of them. I just know that I'm not a big fan of the look of the Enterprise D. But if me buying the Enterprise D will make sure that we get more Star Trek sets, I'll do it. Because I'd love a Bird of Prey, for example. Klingon Bird of Prey or Romulan Warbird, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, all that kind of stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Also, the fun thing is that the designer of the Enterprise is also the designer of the set that I'm building right now. The set that is in my background. He has designed UCS Venator, Star Destroyer, I think Falcon as well. The UCS gunship from a couple of years ago. So that J.J. Abrams Enterprise. Also, actually, I also like that one, the look of it. So, point is, I prefer every single version of the Enterprise over the Enterprise D. As much as some people may not like me saying that, it's like, yeah, that's my opinion. Get over it. But we'll see. I really hope that Star Trek does well. I hope that this Enterprise is going to do well, and I really hope that people didn't spend all their money on the fucking UCS Death Star or Death Slice recently. Because you know what the thing was? There was so much backlash towards the UCS Death Star Death Slice when it came out, and then apparently it was like sold out everywhere because so many people had bought it. Like, come on. Why are we buying something that the entire community has decided we don't like? Might just be me. Anyway, I need little bit of lemonade for just a moment because my mouth is a bit dry. What is 2,000 plus stimulus check? I have no idea what that is. All right, let's turn you around. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Anyway, I want to finish with popular. You're beautiful. Politics. At least something like that. Protest your disinterest. Listening. You're good and bad. Can you find popularity? La 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 la. And all of a sudden, everything is just pink all over. You'll be popular. It's not quite as popular as me. All right, there you go. Pretty good. Next panel, but this is how it's looking so far. I think this is the last panel I'm gonna make, and then I'm gonna call the stream because apparently it takes about 45 minutes to put one of these panels together. So that's quite lengthy. Oh, come on. Also, the set is getting heavier. Well, I'm watching Wicked right now because I'm going to see Wicked Part 2 next week. And I decided to do the sing-along version because, you know, it's more fun to, like, make fun of myself on camera, I suppose. But yeah, I have my tickets to go see it in IMAX next Saturday. I'm very much looking forward to it because I really enjoyed the first one. Keeper and Running Man. Yeah. Thing is, initially I was looking forward to seeing The Running Man, considering it's directed by Edgar Wright and it stars Glenn Powell, like good director, good actor. But then I saw reviews and I'm like, ooh, maybe not. And Keeper. Is that doing well on Rotten Tomatoes whatsoever? Oh, and actually, Now You See Me, Now You Don't is not absolutely terrible, which I kind of expected it to be because Now You See Me 2 was not very good. The first one is not either. We don't care for you. Anyway, so Running Man currently is sitting at 63% on Rotten Tomatoes with 185 reviews, so that's pretty much set. Though, what's like the average score for this thing? So that's one. Actually, I'm gonna just look this up over here for a moment. Rotten Tomatoes, yes, shut the fuck up. Work. Okay, so I have it disabled. You absolute idiot. Oh, I thought I had this. Okay. Anyway, so what? Okay, so Running Man. I want to see the average score from critics for this thing. I hate that they don't show like average score. Anyway, you see Keeper. Oh, Keeper has a worse score, 52%. Only 42 reviews, so that might get better. Horror thriller. Okay. All right. Well, backs 42, 43, last two backs of this live stream, and then I'm gonna call it because I have another stream I have to prepare for. If you're interested in that, it'll be on, and I quote, it'll be a watch along of Creed in about an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, roughly an hour and 15 minutes over on, and I quote. There's a link in the description to the channel. Channel is run by my friend Ryan. I actually designed the graphics for him for that channel. If you want to show support, that would be cool. But yeah, I went to see. I went to see Predator Badlands last week. I'm gonna see Wicked for Good, and I might go see Zootopia 2 if it's any good, because it's a sequel to a Disney movie, and Disney sequels have not been too good. I did Ralph Breaks the Internet, but I wasn't a particularly big fan of Frozen, and I haven't even seen Moana 2, but I didn't hear particularly good reviews. So I'm curious if Zootopia 2 is going to be a case of Ralph Breaks the Internet or not. We'll see. But I'm definitely going to wait for reviews first to see if I want to go see that. Anyway. So I actually like earlier this year for the very first time I watched 28 Days Later, which I thought was a solid movie. It's just it clearly showed the tiny budget it had, but considering the tiny budget, they still made a decent movie, I think. So I completely forgot to continue with that because I wanted to watch 28 Weeks and Years Later as well. And I just completely forgot about that. But I do want to watch them because, especially like I hear 28 Years Later is supposed to be like really good. But yeah, essentially, I just need some time to sit down and just, watch those movies and see what they're about. And then I'm actually a little surprised that they were able to make another 28 Years Later so quickly, considering, it had been like, how long had it been? Yeah, I have only seen the first Scream, and I have no interest in seeing more of them. I'm not the biggest horror guy. I really am not. There are a couple of horror movies I really like, but yeah, there's that. Yep. I'm getting a little bit cold, so need a robe. Mm-hmm. Ah. Okay. Do I even have thoughts on the Super Mario Galaxy movie? Look, of course, the Super Mario Bros. Movie was going to have a sequel, considering it grossed well over $1 billion. It was like the highest grossing movie, joint with Barbie in 2023. The thing was, though, I was definitely not one of the people who contributed to the amount of money that it made, because honestly, I'm not I'm not the biggest Mario fan. As you could tell by the fact that I have absolutely no Mario Lego sets, despite the fact that actually the Mario Lego sets have probably been some of the best Lego sets we've had in the past couple of years. Um, but and it's not to say that I haven't played any of the games. I like um, Mario Kart. Love it. Absolutely iconic game. But I usually would play that at like a friend's house, not myself, because I didn't have a Nintendo. Like friends would have a Nintendo, so I would have to go there to play it, which is cool. Um, just yeah, I was never really into that all that much. Um, But I eventually ended up seeing that Super Mario Bros. Movie, and I thought it was actually okay. It wasn't actually all that bad as I was fearing initially. So I'm probably not gonna end up watching this one in the theater, but unless it has like really good reviews, we'll see about that. But we'll see how it goes. Um, I can tell you, however, I am absolutely not looking forward to any Christopher Nolan movie anymore. That might be a hot take. It probably is a hot take because everyone just sucks the dick of Christopher Nolan because apparently he can do no wrong. Christopher Nolan has not made a good movie since Interstellar. And I don't even care what people may think about that. I think, by the way, I will say, overall, I think that Oppenheimer was not that bad, actually, but it's definitely not as nearly as good as people claim it to be. Oppenheimer is a fine movie, with probably the most disappointing nuclear blast in the history of nuclear blasts, considering the entire movie is about a nuclear blast. And that's the most disappointing thing about the entire goddamn thing. Also, it's 3 hours long. I fell asleep during that movie. Okay, I didn't fall asleep. I was struggling to stay awake during that movie, and I was watching this in IMAX, mind you. Like, the reason that Christopher Nolan is any good is because he made an amazing couple of movies at the beginning of his career. I think Memento is excellent. Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, The Prestige, all great movies. I actually thought Insomnia was pretty decent, by the way, and I haven't seen his very first movie, Following, but I'm probably in I don't know how many people exactly agree with me. I do know that there are some people who agree with me in saying that Inception is not that good. It really is not that good. Inception is so massively overrated. I've seen it like 3 times and I don't care for it whatsoever. So that's one. The Dark Knight Rises is definitely not a good movie. I really don't like it, like whatsoever. And I've also seen that about 3 times. The reason that I watch his movies 3 times is because everyone sucks the dick of his movies, and I'm like, okay, I will give it a couple of watches to maybe get into it, and then I just don't. Sorry, I just don't. I don't much care for Nolan's movies after The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight is his absolute masterpiece. It's his best movie, probably, along with Memento and The Prestige. Like, those are excellent movies. It's just, after The Dark Knight, Nolan lost something for me. Which is a shame. I do like Interstellar. I don't think it's necessarily as great as some people make it out to be, but I definitely also don't think it's a bad movie. Like, some people really hate on Interstellar, where I'm like, I think it's good. But yeah, then Dunkirk was a good IMAX experience. I enjoyed, the visuals and the sound for that movie, but it has no story and no characters to care about whatsoever. And I am still extremely bitter about the fact that it won Best Editing over Baby Driver. That is horseshit. The Academy should fuck right off and give that Oscar to Baby Driver, because there was absolutely nothing exceptional about the editing in Dunkirk. If anything, it was beyond annoying, and I can't understand it. So, yeah. Tenet was horseshit. Tenet was the biggest shit that I've ever seen. Or just one of the worst movies that I've ever seen. It was it was long and it was boring and convoluted for the sake of being convoluted. And I'm like, okay, Nolan, you are so far up your own ass. It's a mirror. Like, where's the sunlight, dude? Like, honestly, yes, this has turned into a rant on Christopher Nolan. Like, I thought there were parts of Oppenheimer that I quite liked, and one thing that really helped Oppenheimer be somewhat okay is the fact that it had a really good cast. Like good performances. It's just Oppenheimer kind of does the same thing as a lot of Nolan movies do, where it's like it does like it starts to do things out of sequence, and it doesn't really benefit the movie all that much, and it very much just seems like a gimmick, which I don't love. But there's that. Favorite Tarantino movie is, without a doubt, Inglourious Basterds. Pulp Fiction is up there, but the answer is Inglourious Basterds. And actually, in a similar sense to Nolan, Tarantino has not been as good since Inglourious Basterds. I like Django, even though it's not really a movie I put on all that much, but I do like it. The Hateful Eight is way too long, and it is extremely clear that with The Hateful Eight, Tarantino lost his editor because it's really poorly edited, and I really didn't like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like it's actually the only Tarantino movie that I haven't gone back to rewatch yet because I just didn't care for it. Unfortunately, as much as I did like Brad Pitt's performance in that movie. But when it comes to like a lot of directors, over time, a lot of them just lose their way, and especially if they start making movies and they start getting some they get some popularity, and then it gets to the point that it's like they're so much up their own ass that they think they can make anything and people will just buy it. And that's kind of the thing with Nolan. I honestly think that he's so much up his own ass that he's just gonna make whatever he wants and people will love it. And I'm watching his movies and I'm like, like Tarantino, it's like, okay, I want to see your next movie, but I really hope it's good. I hope it's more like your older stuff and not like the newer stuff you've made. Kill Bill shouldn't have been split into 2 parts. Do you want to watch a 4-hour movie? Because that's how you get a 4-hour movie. Kill Bill is actually, but they're releasing the whole bloody affair, though it's not slated in any of my theaters. But we'll see about that. Thing is, like, the way that Kill Bill plays out, both parts, it is actually pretty well done as 2 separate movies. If you want to make it one movie, you would have to re-edit the entire thing into something different, because the reason that the Kill Bill movies work is because they are specifically edited into 2 movies. So you would have to do quite a lot to make it work as one. But hey, I suppose this is your hot take. I also can't wait for Dune Messiah. And that is someone who doesn't like the book. So I'm very curious how Villeneuve is going to do that. But I have all the faith that he's going to do a good job because, yeah, Villeneuve is the best director working right now. He has not missed so far. At least for me, he hasn't missed. So yeah, that is at least someone like a director who I don't think has lost his way, at least not yet. We'll see if it might happen at some point, but no, he is firing on all cylinders because, like, in my opinion, Dune 2 is actually his best movie, and that's his most recent one. And if you look at the beginning of his career, like the first couple of movies that he made were like not the best. I mean, great movies for sure, but like I think he got better over time, which is crazy. Oh, and but the thing is, there's so much to look forward to also with Villeneuve because his next movie is going to be Dune Messiah, finishing out what he calls his Dune trilogy. So that in and of itself is just beautiful. Wait, did I? I did, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, shit. Um, but yeah, like it seems that Villeneuve wants to end the trilogy. So Dune Messiah will be closing out the trilogy, and it better win all the fucking Oscars because the second one did not nearly win as much Oscars as it deserved. So we'll see. But besides that, he's also directing James Bond, and well, James Bond is also just one of my absolute favorite franchises. So the fact that he's directing the next one, I can't wait for that one. I mean, they've already done a lot in terms of remastering the James Bond movies. At least some of them. Like I have the entire collection on Blu-ray, and I think it looks pretty good. Yeah. All right. Look at that. There you go. That is about all I'm gonna do today. So, all right, cool. More Lazenby, Dalton, Brosnan. I mean, they remastered all of them. I've seen the Blu-rays; it's pretty decent quality, at least as far as I'm concerned. We'll see. But that concludes my stream for today. This is probably the penultimate stream, so one more after this. Somewhere next week. I need to find some time for that, but we'll see about that. Either way, in 45 minutes roughly over on the NIQuote channel, I'm going to be doing a watch along of Creed. So if you want to watch Creed with me and Ryan, and I'm not sure who else is going to be on, go over to the NIQuote channel. There's a link in the description. If you've enjoyed the stream, please give it a like. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you know when I go live the next time to finish this beauty of a set. Let's be fair. I've really enjoyed this build. I really think it's an awesome build. So I look forward to finishing it the next time that I'm going to go live, whenever I have the time for that. What else should I say? Yeah, like, subscribe. If you're watching this on a replay, please leave a comment with your thoughts. And I think that's about all I have to say. So until the next time, new video tomorrow, season finale. It is a season finale, isn't it? Yeah, season finale of The Mandalorian review. Look out for that. Video drops at 3 p.m. my time, which is 11 a.m. Eastern. So yeah, look out for that. And until my next video, may the force be with you.